Ingram had a fascinating exchange with a guest, Raymond Arroyo. They were talking about so-called woke culture, because of course they were. And there was a moment that some are now debating about. So take a look at the video and I'll tell you what the big controversy or the big debate is. Let's watch.
You know, I was watching an episode of You where measles came up.
Wait. When did I mention measles?
I don't know. It was on You.
Wait, what was on me? What are you talking about? Right? Is Raymond even hearing what I'm saying? I never had the measles.
Was on You.
We never did a measles and vaccine episode. Is this a joke?
I know.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It was on You. It was on You.
I've never had measles. What are you talking about? This is stupid.
It was an episode of a show, Laura.
What's it called?
You.
What is he talking about?
It's called You.
I've never done a show on measles. I just completely give up. We gotta get
It's a show
I give up.
called You on Netflix.
There's a show called Laura Ingraham on Netflix. What are you talking
Never mind.
about?
I'm moving on to Adele. I can't explain this to you.
What's he talking
The pop
about?
singer.
All right, so he's referring to a Netflix show literally titled You. This recent season, my opinion, not as great, but watch it for yourselves, make your own decision. Later, Raymond Arroyo claimed that that whole interaction was actually scripted. He says, my favorite part was that only regular viewers realized it was totally scripted. And
so that is a really interesting question. So we're gonna do a poll on it. What do we got? tyt.com/polls something?
Yeah, we got a lot of graphics for the story.
Okay, there
so
you
there
go.
we go. Yep.
Okay, /Ingram. Just go to tyt.com/polls. You'll see it.
Yeah. So we're asking if you believe that this was scripted, or is Arroyo covering up for Ingram's stupidity? So look, honestly, for me, when I first saw it, and then I read that they're alleging it was all scripted, I didn't buy it, but I just watched it again, obviously with all of you for the second time. It was probably scripted. And added layer, it was probably like a paid promotion.
No, that's interesting. I like your conspiracy theory on that. Yeah, I so badly want to call it the dumbest segment ever on cable news. But I had already read the first time that I watched that they said it was scripted. And I was like, damn it, I think it is. But Ed was the smartest guy in the room, and he's saying, no, it's not scripted. So honestly, Ed was our stage manager. Edwin shaking his head makes me doubt myself. So congrats, Edwin. You're the only guy in the world who could make me doubt myself, okay? But the Abbott and Costello skit about who's on first? And so it looked like they were trying to copy that. And so I love that skit, by the way. It was too on the nose for how that skit goes. So at a minimum, in my opinion, at a minimum, Arroyo is doing the skit. Whether Laura Ingraham is in on it is a different question. I think she probably was.
Yeah, there was one line where he goes, it was on You. And then she was like, what's the name of the show? Like she said that, right? There was a moment where I'm like, oh, it's obvious that she's in on it because she's asking what the name of the show is. And then he responds, You. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what made it feel like Abbott and Costello.
Yeah.
Or the modern version of that would be Abbott and DeSantis for the Texas and Florida governors. Let's watch it one more time before we vote.
Yay.
You know, I was watching an episode of You where measles came up.
Wait. When did I mention measles?
I don't know. It was on You.
Wait, what was on me? What are you talking about? Right? Is Raymond even hearing what I'm saying? I never had the measles.
Was on You.
We never did a measles and vaccine episode. Is this a joke?
I know.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It was on You. It was on You.
I've never had measles. What are you talking about? This is stupid.
It was an episode of a show, Laura.
What's it called?
You.
What is he talking about?
It's called You.
I've never done a show on measles. I just completely give up. We gotta get out of
It's
this.
a show
I give up.
called You on Netflix.
There's a show called Laura Ingraham on Netflix. What are you
Never
talking
mind.
about?
I'm moving on to Adele. I can't explain this to you.
What's he
The
talking
pop
about?
singer.
Nah, I don't think she's that dumb.
Yeah, I think it was scripted. And also, he specifically responded to her questions in a way that didn't make it clear that he's specifically talking about a show on Netflix that's titled You, right?
Yeah, so he's definitely scripted, no question about it. He's hamming it up, right, in my opinion. I kept looking for her because to see if she was authentic or not. You know, I gotta give her partial credit for actually being a good actress.
She is, I'm surprised by that, yeah.
So we could be wrong. I'm curious what you guys think. A lot of people think, no way, they heard that it was scripted and they're not buying at all that it was scripted. And normally we're super cynical, especially about the right wing, especially about Fox News. But you know what? We're also fair. Are we not merciful? I vote scripted. All right, we'll give you guys a chance to vote. We'll let you know tomorrow. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.